What's up everyone, how are you doing? Let's have a look on the blocker, which is a simple but useful electric component which is by default passing power through from its power in pin to its power out pin if it is not receiving any power in its block pass-through pin. A blocker can be found in a regular crate or in underwater sunken chest. Once you have a blocker in your hands, you can get the blueprint for 20 scrap, then you can craft it on a level 1 workbench using 5 high quality metal and 1 gear. You will need to loot the gear from somewhere or you will have to craft it on a level 2 workbench. Okay, so a blocker is there to block power and basically invert the functionality of an electric component or a circuit. I got two power sources here. I'm using generators for simplicity, you can't get them in the game. One of them is running power through the blocker into the flashlight and the other one is running power through the switch into the block pass-through pin. So if I turn on the switch, the power will go into the block pass-through pin, which will make the blocker block the power which is coming from this power source into the flashlight, and the flashlight will stop flashing. So this is blocker. I hope you guys now understand what it does. I'm gonna show you two practical examples, so keep watching. In the meantime, please give me thumbs up and subscribe if you want to receive more tips from me. So the first example is for the crazy brave of us. If you have a rust base, you probably have a lot of doors, which is a good habit because it makes it harder for the attackers to get to your stuff, but it comes with the hassle of opening all of them and closing them behind yourself when you are running through outside, inside, you know. So if you were really brave and if you wanted to, you could have an electric system that would keep all the doors open. And then you could have my favorite HBHF sensor or player sensor in front of your base, which would be set to sense people who are not authorized with your cupboard, and if the sensor sees any basically strangers, it would close all the door, just like this. Okay. So you would keep all the door open all the time, so you could run through, you wouldn't have to open and close any, and if someone else would come close to your base, all the door would automatically close and they wouldn't be able to get in. Let's see how the electric stuff works in detail. So I've got a power source, which is generator. You would probably use a wind turbine. And from the power source, I'm running the power into this branch, which is branching some power for the HBHF sensor to work, and it is passing rest of the power to this blocker component and through the blocker component into door controllers on every door. Each part of the door is electrical branch, which is branching out a bit of the power into a door controller, which, if powered, keeps the door open, and the power out pin goes into the next door. This repeats for all of the doors, except for the last one. This one hasn't got branch because there's no need to branch the power and continue. It is just receiving all of the rest of the power. So if the player sensor is sensing someone, its output will go into the block pass-through pin. The blocker will block the power which is going into the doors and they will close. Another example of blocker is in combination with a solar panel, which basically works as an indicator of sunlight and can be used to create automatic lights that only turn on during the night. So I've got a power source, which is generator. You would probably have a battery, otherwise you wouldn't need to save energy during the day on the lights. So the power goes through the blocker into the light, and then I've got this switch which is receiving power directly from the solar panel, and if I turn the switch on, it will pass the power into this block pass-through pin, which will start blocking the power which is coming from the generator into the light, and the light will turn off. I've got another video dedicated to the entire creation of an automatic light system, so feel free to check it out. That's it for the blocker examples. If you have any questions, feel free to ask below the video. Thank you for watching, give me thumbs up, subscribe if you want to receive tips from me, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.